The last words. Elizabeth had always believed in love. She believed in promises whispered late at night, in the gentle weight of hands held, in the unspoken bond that lasts decades. But all that faith crumbled the day Daniel spoke the words she would never forget. When you stopped being useful, the years were over. He didn't yell, he didn't plead, he just said it, cold as winter, and walked out of her life forever. For a moment, Elizabeth thought she had misheard him, but the silence of their empty home confirmed the truth. The life she had known, the marriage she had invested herself in, was over. Not because of fights or betrayal, but because she was no longer useful to him. Days turned into weeks, and the wound in her heart was soon mirrored in her body. One morning, she woke up to a darkness that no words could describe. Her vision, once sharp and vivid, was gone. Completely. Doctors were puzzled. "It's deliberate," one whispered to another. "Optic nerve trauma?" Irreversible. Elizabeth's mind refused to accept it. How could life take everything in one cruel stroke? How could the man she loved not just leave, but take her ability to see with him? At first, she sank into despair. Her apartment became a prison, each room a maze of uncertainty. Sounds were overwhelming, textures frightening. Every day was a struggle to simply exist. Yet, in that darkness, a faint light began to emerge. Not in the world around her, but within. She began to notice the rhythm of her own heartbeat, the vibration of footsteps, the whisper of wind through the trees outside. Life existed beyond sight, she realized. And maybe, just maybe, she could learn to see it in a new way, learning to feel life. The first days without sight were brutal. Elizabeth felt trapped in a world that had vanished overnight. Every step was uncertain. Every sound was a challenge. Even the familiar creak of her wooden floors became a puzzle she had to solve with her hands and her ears. Her children called, their voices full of concern, but Elizabeth couldn't bring herself to answer. She felt ashamed, broken, and useless, just as Daniel had said. How could she face them when she could no longer see the world she had promised to protect and nurture? It was Mara, her therapist, who first offered her hope. "Elizabeth," she said gently, "your eyes don't define you. They've failed you, yes, but your heart, your mind, your courage, they haven't. You will learn to see differently." Elizabeth didn't believe her at first. How could she see differently when the darkness was absolute? But Mara